Trollord Games. Join the fray.
Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the Frost Hills, nestled on the southern reaches at the spine of the World Mountains, and in particular, the Temple of the Sky, which we are seeing for the first time with the dynamic lighting turned off here from the outside, as our adventurers travelled up here in the name of the nearby Wolf Tribe barbarians connected with Corbin's monastery to discover just what was going on. But more about that in just a second. A massive hello to everyone who's joining us already. Thank you. Good to see you, Mooncloud and Mac and Chav as well. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a great evening or whatever part of the day you are. And thank you for joining us. And those of you looking there as well. And of course, those in the VOD squad catching up wherever and whenever you can. Thank you so much. And last but not least, these lovely players. How's everybody doing? You okay? Hope everyone's had a good week. Thank you, and everyone in chat, and everyone who helped us with the magnificent charity event last week. $2,010 raised for elevated access, which I think is a nice cherry on top to the rather enlightened decision made by the voters of Kentucky recently. Congratulations on doing the right thing, people. That was good to see. But for those without such an enlightened electorship, they can hopefully make use of elevated access if they need to. Now, yes, so wonderful. If you donated, keep your eyes peeled for news on the prize giveaway very, very soon. Now, we are back to business as usual, but we did reach the milestone in the charity game of whoops, all crystals, which means, with a heavy heart, I need to double up all of these goddamn crystals. Laura has 2. Kalo has 1. Ha ha ha.
Deserved.
And let's do a quick addition here. Come on. Does that work? Copy, paste. Yeah. There we go. Double for Corbin. And double for Zakan. There we go. Chav, I have a Phoenix Dice question. Do you recycle dice? They do recycle dice, but do they make bone dice? As that's a recycled thing. I'm not sure. Sorry, you do recycle dice is not correct there, Chav. Despite the shared Phoenix name, we are not connected with Michelle's company in any way, except for the wonderful sponsorship of our channel. So please reach out to Michelle. She's awesome. She's in the Discord. So reach out to Michelle at Phoenix Dice there, and she'll answer your questions. I think perhaps not. I think they just do regular regular materials, but perhaps definitely worth checking. Right, okay, so there they are. Oh, one more thing. Whoops, all crystals means I get a disadvantage as well. Boo, you generous people. Okay. Right, there we go. Now, speaking of Phoenix Dice, we have a rather nice opportunity for you wonderful people over there. You can get your hands on said Phoenix Dice, or some fabulous Nathrax minis, or oops, is that not working? Hang on. Or some fabulous CZRPG goodies, over at their drive-thru RPG at a discount with the fabulous coupons, which I am about to show you and send in your general direction. Those coupon codes for you to use. I think I must have turned it off during the charity stream. Where has it gone? Sorry, folks. 2 seconds. There it is. Oop, there we go. Try that again. There we go. There we go. Okay, so yes, head on over there to Phoenix Dice CGRPG or Nathrax 3D Minis for wonderful, wonderful things they provide at a discount price with those codes. Actually, and I also think if you check out Phoenix Dice at the moment, I think they actually have a summer campaign, which is an even better discount, because this is like a permanent one all the time. But they have a bigger one, a special sale going on at the moment, I think. So if you want some of those beautiful click-clack Mathrox, do head over in that direction. Alright, now, that said, one last thing to sort out here. Excuse me, while I reach over here. Grab my bag. We also have a giveaway for you lovely people from the fantastic CZRPG, which I need to get up and running. Let me kick that off for you, wonderful people, and give you the opportunity to win. Boop. And boop. There we go, folks. It is open! ! Enter in chat for your chance to win some beautiful, beautiful stuff, wonderful encounter design and original stuff from CZRPG in your messages. Right, okay, that said, let's just return to the Frost Hills with this nice ethereal music. And we return to the Temple of the Sky as they, our adventurers, stand bruised, battered, wounded, horrified by what they witnessed as the Bridge of Tears ceremony was completed by the crazed monk, the sole survivor, if she could be called that, here at the temple from Corbin's monastic group. The alignment of the Tears of Saloon, the celestial bodies up above the planet Toril, allowing for the magical energies therein to enable a bridging of the gap between this world and the Abyss. A gap that is strained and being tested all the time by the gibbering hordes of demons in the Abyss and their overlords, the demon princes. It was the demon prince of pleasure and lust and gluttony, Gratzt, who had made a connection here, and their avatar stepped through, transforming the poor priestess into a hideous creature, its head detaching from its shoulders, entrails and organs dangling beneath as the animated forms attacked our adventurers, trying to drive them out from this desecrated place. But by their skills and the generosity of chat last week in particular, they were able to fight their way through, avoid being dragged into the masonry, and they stand victorious in the destroyed inner temple. But there is a moaning, shuffling sound from the south, from those steps that we can see on the right of the picture there, outside the temple doors. That is what they turn to face as we return to Out of the Abyss. Let us meet these fine players and figure out just what they have going on. Left to right as I see it, Her Majesty, the illustrious Elora Illustris. Who are you in real life? Who are you playing and where are they at?
Hi everyone, I'm Sam. I play Elora Illustris. She is a high elf rogue assassin from the Stratter, a now destroyed city which she is supposed to rule, but she's not worried about that right now. As she ran away from home and started an outlaw band with her friends, and they were captured by the Drow, of these lovely people, and now is on a quest to save the world, basically.
Huzzah! Indeed, indeed. Okay. So, by the way, if you want to see what's happening with Elora's home city, her seat of power, if you will, our stream team leaders rolled together are currently doing a campaign in the ruins of Mithrano. So, see what Elora has wrought with her disinterest and negligence. That's not fair at all. It was suddenly lumped upon her when she was already in the Underdark. Has barely had the time to even think about it. Okay, moving across. Kalo, my friend.
Hi friends, I'm Mike. You know me in chat as Grim Samson. Today I am playing Kalo Falu, the half-drow paladin of Ilastrae, rescued by Zakan many years ago, now faced with his mortal enemy, a pillar in the wall.
And curtains.
And curtains, especially curtains.
Yeah. I felt bad. I never did the line, it's curtains for you, mate.
Ah.
Damn it.
Well, at least we told her to quit while she was ahead, so I think we got that in.
Let's draw that one closed and move on. Okay. Corbin, yourself.
I'm not muted. Right?
No. But you are a little quiet.
Oh, yeah.
If there's some way to increase.
To increase.
More volume.
More. More. Okay, hold on.
More
What about now?
buns. All the buns. What was the spell
How's
say? A little better. If you can go a smidge more, that'd be awesome.
What about now?
Can you eat the mic? It's-
You say that like it's a joke, but is this better?
That's fantastic, yes.
Let me move this out of the way.
Sorry, guys.
You guys shouldn't hear
Shuffle
that.
here.
It's gotta be.
Shuffle.
Is that better?
Shuffle. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Thank you.
Yay. Okay, Mike is directly in front of me.
Awesome. So,
Okay,
who
but
are
now
you?
that I'm not muted, hi everybody. I'm a buns and I don't know how to place my mic. Don't pay attention to that. In the game, I play Corbin, our monk way of mercy / spore druid who walked into the Underdark on purpose in order to get away from their very nice family that in no way, shape, or form is a group of monotheistic monastery living fences that may or may not be assassins. Don't worry about it too much. But after they went into the Underdark and met a few friends and also tamed a few beasties, including a red dragon wormling and our giant cave spider, Webster and Charcuterie try to guess which name goes to which. And they are now just sort of trying to figure out what's going on in here in order to save their friend who they tragically lost.
Indeed. Yes. If they are successful in their mission to the temple here, the druid of the Grey Wolf.
HQ.
That too. Yeah, base building game. The druid of the nearby Grey Wolf tribe will bring back the restless spirit of Eldith, the shield dwarf scout, who they lost in a fight against some drow. Zakan!
Hello, I am Steven, and I am playing Zakan, our Aasimar ranger / cleric, recently of Ilastrae, used to be of a different patron deity that is in a complicated situation.
Very much hashtag it's complicated.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So for over 100 years, Zakan has been dragging themselves around the Underdark with the divine mission of finding those who are lost and bringing them to where they need to go, earning them a bit of a reputation and putting their body on the line for all of that time. But they are getting older, weaker, and the Abyss's power is only growing. So they're doing what
This
they
may
can.
be their final good deed.
May well be. If they can just make it to the finish line, that's all they need to do.
I've seen art of that finish line, and I might not want to arrive there. Okay, thank you. Right, my friends. So, as we return here to the Temple of the Sky, you hear that shuffling, menacing sound as the undead approach. And let's put this one. So, what do you do?
I think Zakan had been like leaning heavily onto their staff and like sort of wobbly, half conscious sort of thing. But then when they hear the sound, kind of do that, straighten up, get back up, and their hands start glowing and they're just striding towards the source of the sound.
Okay.
Seems we're not yet out of this.
Kalo already thinks you're super cool. Stop showing off. Just stop it.
Yes, you find yourselves again in the inner sanctum. This room that was used for important formal ceremonies when the temple was still active. And I think, Corbin, this is like a pretty standard layout for all your various monasteries.
Mm-hmm.
You have like a pattern that they always use. The pillars connecting the floor and the high ceiling dominate the large chamber, with ribbons of scarlet and gold wrapping around them and hanging between them, many of them torn loose and fluttering in the wind that is coming through the open door to the south. Tile mosaics in the stone floor form whirls and waves and other curving patterns of vibrant yellows, oranges, greens, and blues, many of which, now that you look and have a second to actually look properly, you see there are quite disturbing patterns in quite a lot of them. And you think that the mad monk of the temple was driven to create some more original designs during the year since she slaughtered the other monks here. And at the far end of the room, in that northern section there, as we can see, you had noticed before, there is the large arch filled with rather ramshackle, dull and ugly compared to the other bright designs, brickwork of a clearly closed off section of the room. And Elora, what are you doing?
I think Laura is gonna turn to Zakan and be like, I thought we stopped this when we defeated them. What's happening?
They kind of look up for a moment and they say, it's probably the restless spirits of the undead that I had sensed earlier.
Yes, Kalo, from the open doorway there, and Corbin, you two, you get the clear view down through the previously curtained off dais in the middle of that south room, past through the entranceway and out to the main steps, and you can see in the kind of dull cloud-covered light of the day there on the exterior, the shambling forms of several headless zombies.
It seems she bring up here to die.
It seems, and Corbin, you recognize the remnants of monastic robes of your family's monastery, and these must be the other priests that were here and were killed last year when the Saloon's tears were aligned the last time. Hey, je ne sais quoi, long time. And you think that from the look of them, it seems like these were kept as replacement bodies should the creature require them.
Yeah, let's not do that. Like that is like in character. What they say, like, yeah, let's not do this. And they just start sprinting forward. If you guys are running after them, they're sort of saying a plan out loud, but they're not talking to you right now. But they are kind of going to continue to go forward, saying, well, if we have to deal with them, let's deal with them at our own pace. And then I would like to cast spike growth into this first room. So they have to rumble, they have to get through it. They might die before they
describe what that looks like. And as you're doing that, people in another tab on their browser should open up TikTok or Instagram.
TikTok, okay.
Not you, people watching should open up TikTok or Instagram and follow Je ne sais quoi, because their stuff is awesome.
So yeah, they come like, if we're gonna have to deal with them, then we deal with them at our own pace. And it's kind of you've seen sparks and bits of it back when you were in the Underdark, moments where you guys were like, they had two modes during battle, either very calm and calculated or having way too much fun. With the violence going on, this is one of those calm and calculated moments where they just sort of, they look down on the brickwork and you can see them like placing their feet in certain places before they like that weird chi that they have been dealing with, like the mass kind of starts to gain, and then the wings spike up, and then that's when they slam their hands into the ground, and it begins to grow in the other room.
Fantastic, yeah, just thrusting up through the tiles and flagstones of the floor. Lots of twisted, spiked barbs, vines and things start to thrust up the sparse, hardy plant life of the mountainsides, reclaiming this particular section. And thanks for the follow. And as the creatures, unperturbed, come stumbling forward, like just this strange sound burbling out of a distinctly lacking of sustenance throat apparatus. They come stumbling up the steps, but as the headless forms cross the threshold of the temple doors, it seems, with the monk defeated and the demonic presence fought back somewhat, a modicum of the temple's original power may be returning, Corbin, as they stumble and falter as they step onto the holy ground, and your spike growth seems more vibrant, more animated than usual, and they lash, rather than just making the ground dangerous, they actually animate and lash out towards these undead creatures, bundling them up, tearing them in half, pinning them to the ground as the spikes ram through them, crucifying them to the floor. And
Corbin is like, I'm not doing that.
No guilty.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm a little upset, but I didn't think my chi was that connected to my emotions.
Wait, so you mean to tell me all that dancing around, that's your chi?
Yes! It's been the oddest thing. It's been mimicking Zakan's weird thing and like doing stuff. Like, somebody hit me with ice, so I tried it and it worked. I'm pretty sure I can just copy anything.
I don't know if I would describe it as weird. Seems a little rough.
The mask
Divinely granted powers. And
Or Zakan, they're just in a corner.
The gold is quite
I think
striking.
it's cool. I like it. It's cool.
Has gold gone out of fashion?
No, the magic is odd, and they don't get how people are using it. But they have chi, and that makes perfect sense. And until someone explains it, they will never understand that that's not what's happening.
Zakan just goes over to the wall there and sits down, slides down the wall, and hugs their knees to their chest.
Am I out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Stephen, please. Too real.
It's worth noting that Zakan is 100 years older than anyone here.
Again, too real.
Babysitter's club.
Alora's 80 now, but Alora's like 80 now, so it's fine.
I'm still a child. Okay?
I know. You're like the equivalent of
hooray!
25.
She's gone from petulant teenager to Gen Z. Hooray!
Alora doesn't understand TikTok anymore. That's what happened when that banshee cursed her. Just all of a sudden.
I was advised to be on it yesterday. I'm like, no.
The thing to do is just like have someone who's in it and let them select it for you.
Oh yeah,
like a curated.
Corbin's just a millennial. They're low. They're young, like the younger millennials. They're like born in '95. Younger millennials.
So is Kalo a Zoomer? Or?
Yeah.
If I said elder
Zoomers.
millennial,
Is Kalo older than Corbin?
Well, then Alora's
that's
a baby.
hell.
As for myself, let's just call them the before times.
Sing the song of our people, just dial up noises.
Why do I hear AOL?
Yeah,
I know, right?
I remember when Alora first got cursed and we're like, man, 40 is so old.
You don't hear me complain when things crash too much because I just remember what it used to be like. Okay.
Back in my day.
Yes. I think the biggest one was like, we wanted to send email, we had to wait until we got into campus and go into the computer room at university.
Oh.
Or any kind of message. All right.
Regardless.
It's like looking
Corbin,
back, it's like how the hell did we like organize nights out and stuff? It's like what the hell did we do?
You hoped. You
Rang
That's a lot
everyone,
of trust in your
person by
friends
person.
to show up when they're supposed to.
Crazy. Okay. Anyway, as these zombies perish at the temple's wrath, the spikes calm down and recede somewhat. And Corbin, as you step forward, they part, and a passageway down the center leads to the front doors. But there is the north, as yet unexplored. These guys fine. Just get rid of them.
You take away the danger and we'll explore.
It's not safe until the tokens are gone.
I'm saving until the tokens
Yeah,
are
you
gone.
delete those. So you put the red X's on those tokens.
Right
You're
now.
not up to anything.
There you go.
We need to know.
You're good.
It's not trust issues. We're just trying to be sure we're all fair here. Okay.
I think with their disappearance, Zakan just fully like flops down to the floor,
Yeah.
like still sitting, not out, but
Fair.
it's just
So yeah, just like leaning up against like your staff, everything.
yeah.
I'm gonna. Cool. That's fine. That wasn't odd and weird. This is. Do I own this now?
It's probably your connection to this place has something to do with it.
The temple likes me. I like you too.
This our new hideout?
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna go see what's in the back room. If it's a big bedroom, I call dibs.
Corbin would know that is the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Like I said, the good bedroom. I call dibs.
But there could be a bunk bed in there.
You never know.
I can't imagine why Corbin was thrown out of the monastery. So chose to leave the monastery.
They left. It was.
They weren't fired. They quit.
They
You can't fire me.
Mom.
Oh, geez. You can't fire me, Mom. I quit.
The entire story.
That's my whole backstory.
Okay, so yeah, Corbin, do you want to make your way up there?
Yes.
Shakusho is
I
already.
don't like that you want me to do it with my own token. That's suspicious.
Yeah,
Zakan's just sitting here
Give
against
people
the
at home
wall.
something to look at. I mean, Shakusho's lovely, but
They are, and so I do like hold my arm out for Shakusho to backpack like he always does.
okay, yeah, he's got that cool. It's like it's like kind of like diagonally across your back with his claws around the front and his tail wrapped around. And yeah, you make way up to that top there, and yeah, it takes a second, but you can smash your way through.
I have anger issues.
Ooh, sorry, no. Something to say here. Sorry. When the walled horror was destroyed, the brickwork crumbled there, but not completely. So you didn't notice it when you were like focused on the zombies. But now that you come back, you can see that the brickwork is starting to fall apart and crumble. So it's very easy just to pull down. Yeah. So with just a tumble of rocks and shoddy masonry here, you do tear it away, and you see the chamber that you expect to be there. It's the same in every monastery. Let's do this. As you pull away the bricks and stone there, the octagonal chamber revealed beyond reeks with the foul odor of waste and decay. A variety of geometric patterns and mandalas cover the walls, each overlaid with gold leaf and inlaid with tiles of colored stone. Chunks of a stone statue, as you can see, lie scattered across the floor, and the skeletal remains of a half-dozen humanoid figures clad in similar rotting monastic robes rest among the debris. And you can see that these are other monks and acolytes of the temple. And amongst those zombies you actually saw there were a couple of monks, but then there were other clearly travelers and adventurers who had come through the mountains. Not unlike the male body that she was using already. Now, Zakan, you know that in order to reconsecrate the temple, you need to lay these bodies to rest.
Oh, you didn't let me get to it.
Sorry, Corbin?
Oh, I was waiting for everything to stop. I was like, Corbin's definitely going to bury these bodies.
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Chakushio like nods. He's like, not cremation? Oh, okay.
You can't. Not every no, you can't bury.
Now, Corbin, you do notice as you go to gather the remains, there are the occasional glint of items that the deceased used to own amongst the bodies.
Mm-hmm. I will put it this way. If it is anything that was gifted to them by my mother in order to make the monastery stronger, I am going to reclaim them.
Okay.
If they seem to be simple baubles, I will leave them with the body out of respect.
Okay.
It's better than someone trying to dig them up later to get these items now.
There's a bunch of silver and gold coins which you could leave with them.
If they still have a mouth, those are going to go in there.
Okay, but there's a gold bracelet which is carved in the depiction of some of the monastic imagery of your monastery. So that's clearly something that could be returned and should be returned. And then there are other items, magic items that you sense. There is a spell scroll which you kind of unfurl and quickly peruse. It is a spell scroll of lesser restoration. And there are a couple of other items. Actually, let me double check how to describe this so I don't mess it up. Hey doing everyone, welcome in. We have our giveaway today. If you want to jump in on that, please do so. Cool encounter design maps and beautiful stuff from the fabulous CZRPG. Oh, damn it, I turned off that one too. God damn it. Why did I turn all these things off? I didn't mean to. Can I do a new one? Yes, there we go. Sorry folks. It's like when you've moved house. It's like just everything was different for the charity stream last week. It's like trying to get back to normal. It's like, Massive thank you. I see both Baron Dragonborn and Phantom in chat, two incredibly generous people throughout the whole thing. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, classmates.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Spelljammer Academy classmates of Grim Samson. This weekend, Friday night or Saturday morning, depending where in the world, we have Class 2, the Sophomores. Featuring Kyle from Play Nerd Allies, Colby, our own Colby from Barovia and Beyond, and Beyond the Witchlight, and a couple of the community members. Our good friend Tiamat Hong Kong, who his interaction with chat was great. In Chacenta's Tyranny, he donated a monster drop, and then it was coming perilously close to a TPK several times. So he felt guilty, so he also donated a group heal. So it's like, I regret what I did.
I'm satisfied. I almost gave a TPK.
Yes. That's hilarious. Back. There it is. Turn on you. Okay, that should work now. Let me try that again. As I was saying, everyone, if you want to jump into the giveaway, !enter. Boom, in chat to get today's amazing loot. Good luck to everyone who's entered already. Okay, now. What was I? Oh, that's right, I was checking what this thing is. Sorry, it's a word I'm not quite. Okay, so Corbin, yes, you see this thing. It's like a necklace. It's a chain necklace, and then hanging off the end of it, there's something. It's clearly magical. There is like a small pendant style crystal in the shape of a heart.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
And
I wrote it down.
Yep.
I have the spell scroll of
Yep.
restoration, a heart pendant.
Yep.
Gold bangle.
And last but not least,
Mm-hmm.
there is a staff.
Oh.
A shillelagh, you say?
That's the magic
A
word.
shillelagh?
I think Zakan, like from where they are in the other room, like they've kind of got
Your
their heads
staff
back and
senses?
eyes closed. But with their eyes still closed in that like tired parent way, they hear all the rummaging like through the rubble, and they go, "I trust you're not touching anything without first examining it."
I'm touching so much stuff.
I
If
think
some
Alora
zombie
is gonna
gets you, I'm
come
not
up
helping
behind.
this time.
If some zombie if you fall, you fall. You're such a...
um,
I am clearly not your first child.
Been doing this a long time.
Just spit on it. It'll be fine.
Corbin, you recognize this. Certain higher up members of your monastic order do carry these. It is a staff of the Python.
Oh.
And I think you're Troll Lord Games raiding in with a party of 32.
Hi.
Hey Raiders, how you doing? We are up
Hello.
in the Spine of the World Mountains. They have defeated the demons in this temple, and they are laying to rest the remains of the murdered priests and monks, and getting themselves a little bit of loot in the process. Welcome in. A massive thank you to everyone at Troll Lord Games for the support of the charity stream last week. Absolutely fantastic. We managed to raise over $2,000 with thanks to everyone's help. Absolutely incredible. And any of you guys with the raiding party there who were helping out last time, thank you so much. So good to see you all. Hope you're doing very, very well. Everyone check out Troll Lord Games, everyone. It'll be coming up in our chat. We have links for their site and everything as well. And you saw their intro at the start of the session there. Hope everyone's doing really well. We have a giveaway going, guys. Jump in if you want to win some cool stuff from CZRPG. There's that exclamation mark. Enter in chat to jump in on that. And we have these cool coupons available too if you want to jump in those as well. Hope everyone's good. And keep your eyes open for a Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms code, which is cycling around. Everyone, when that code pops up for Idle Champions, jump on that if you play the game. If you didn't claim the Electrum chest already, because it's only good until tomorrow. Okay, that was for the charity event as well, but I left it going as we were one day left on that. Hope everyone's doing really well. If that's you, Chuck, hi mate, how you doing? Okay, so you claim that for yourself, Corbin, and you know your monk order has certain connections with the way of the snake, and the way it strikes and moves away, and so they base some of their assassin techniques on the python's ability to poison and quickly get out of there. And
Wait, does Corbin fight in that like classic kung fu cobra style, like with the fists out?
I like it.
Only when they're very serious. I was like all the moments where they have like went around somebody's face and then just started pummeling them. That was very much so fast, sharp strikes. Anything else has just been them just kind of just pure strength, just decking somebody. they either bare knuckle box or they actually try. Those are the two options you have.
Excellent. And Corbin, from the teachings and the trainings of the monastery, that if you speak this staff's command word, known only to monks of the order, even I, the DM, do not know it.
I'm making it Flavin. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Too late.
No!
It's over.
It has been canonized.
No! I'll think of something much cooler, like pomegranates.
Corbin,
I have a reputation to uphold.
Thank you, Troll Lord. Yeah, you too, mate. Good to have you. Corbin, Turbo KKV is in chat. They are the official namer of the most recent companion in the Wackyverse. The Spelljammer Radiant Citadel crew on Saturday discovered a giant six-eyed mutant space pig, which Turbo very, very adaptly named Spork. It's perfect. It's perfect.
See,
and
you have to be around when I finally get my hook for her.
And
Right
the
there.
milestone was unlocked. Whoops! All pets, the all companion, animal companion, beast companion one shot is happening, and yes, Spork will be there, Tobo.
Very nice.
Played by
And I
Vicky.
get to play web.
Oh, thank you for the gifted subs, Troll Lord. Thank you so much, you legend. Our good friends Dutch Dungeons, Time Lord's wife, who joined us on Saturday. Everyone, check out the VOD of that one shot on Saturday. Time Lord's wife, Darling Creep Show, Scarlet 64, and our own Stephanie. I was out of my depth. What a crew! What an absolute bedlam of a crew. It was great, absolutely amazing. So, if you want to see what wrestling Gif Yankee and wild-shaped druids tucked in cleavage and and also all sorts of bedlam is, and don't forget the Uncle Tickles. It was it was amazing. So please check that out. It was a good time. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So yes, Corbin, if you speak this secret command word and throw the stuff on the ground within 10 feet of you, it becomes a giant constrictor snake, which you have control of. Another fucking pet.
I was going
The
to say, you gave
menagerie.
them another pet.
This is in the
Special
module.
name.
It's in the module.
I have to think of their name because that will be the code word.
I just the name.
They gotta name the staff.
But this is the control word across the entire monastic tradition, so all of the staffs are called the same.
Yeah. It's-
Okay. It's actually the same snake. It's just getting teleported here and there and everywhere. It's like,
Oh, he's
guys,
like a timeshare.
I'm so busy.
But it's a timeshare companion. It's a timeshare companion, and its name is Shillelagh. You never know if
All
I'm using the Python
Shillelagh
or
the
the
Python.
actual attack.
Shillelagh the Python. Okay.
Shillelagh the
Snake
Python.
Lily.
I like it.
Sometimes memes
You can-
come true.
Corbin, you can add that to your equipment. That's in there.
Okay.
It's Melee.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to stipulate that this also counts in the Pokemon style. You can choose this as one of your
Yay.
options. You cannot have
I can't have this as a
and
weapon?
another one. No.
Ah, surprise.
Come on.
Don't think I'm just.
You
I
can't,
do
you
want
can't
a
have those
round-
combat turns getting any longer.
Right, so I do want one round of combat to go less than half an hour, if possible.
I'm sorry. I can do
No,
so
not
much.
at all. Not at all.
I'm just gonna do
I'm just saying.
so
Just saying.
much.
It can't go any worse. We're good.
Like when you're doing one of those Pokemon gym battles and like the gym leader has like 2 Pokemon and you have 6.
Right.
Oh, no. John, you think it's bad
It's
now?
something.
Wait till Corbin actually gets to summon things randomly from spells.
Oh,
Now-
I can already do that. I'm nice.
Corbin, careful. You know that if the snake is reduced to 0 hit points, it reverts to the staff form, and then the staff shatters and is destroyed as well.
Ooh.
So this is
Oh, no.
a bit more high stakes.
Okay, you start with those facts, please.
Yeah, but
You
if
start with the
you
facts.
can on your turn you can
Revert it back.
let's have a look here. Yeah, a bonus action changes it into the staff again. And if it changes into the staff before it hits 0 hit points, it gets all its HP back. And I assume that's like once a day. You can change it.
Yeah, so you call it back to the Pokeball.
Yeah.
We know how this works. And you bring the staff to a Poke
actually,
Center. Nurse
There is
Joy.
there isn't actually. I don't know. Should we change this a little bit? Because there isn't actually a limit on how many times you can do this. So it's like you could use a bonus
if
action.
the rules is written, there's just like it's
Right?
a cantrip.
Look at that,
I'm
like-
just saying.
Bonus action it back into the staff. Then the next turn you bring it out again as a fully healed giant constrictor snake. It's like,
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's
Unlimited snake works.
And I guess for a monk that uses up a lot of precious bonus actions, so I guess it's fair.
Yeah, and since it's only that, and I wouldn't have that, and one of my other companion pets.
Yeah.
It's not that.
So yeah, I think it's okay. You can go
You
with
gave
that.
the staff to Zakhan, and then we.
I feel like they are gonna. I'll trade you stabsies. Let's trade. We'll have a Captain America Thor moment and just be switching the staffs back. It's just-
Like it.
No, you take the little one.
Okay.
All right, I'm
So-
trying to add it to my character sheet.
Yeah, no worries. Staff of the Python. Staff of the Python. It's there for you. The other ones just keep as notes until you figure out what they are.
Staff of JavaScript.
Coding jokes.
Yeah. Don't ask me to name another one. I cannot.
You had the one in your pocket.
But those, yeah, that was it.
Hey, let's all go back down to the barbarian village and celebrate with strawberry pie.
Hey, there we go. Rule of threes, baby.
Right, it's strawberry pie, isn't it?
So they are going to go back out. Like, if that's the case, like, that is sort of in the corner because, you know, material possessions, don't really care. But they are very gentle with, like, the remains and everything.
Yeah.
They walk past Alora, who's right there. And before Zakan can say anything, they're like, I didn't bind myself to these. And then before they walk out to the courtyard.
You do that, like, tired wave, like, all right.
Have fun. But they take the time to do that and then present the other things to everyone else. So I had these, and technically I didn't loot the bodies. These were already the monasteries.
the automatic urge
The way
to
you
set
say
out all the
that.
disclaimers. It's like nobody accused you of anything.
They are a middle child and get blamed for so much. But they showed I got a scroll, because this is what you guys do after you go shopping every time. You kind of like, okay guys, what's your haul? And then we all put them together. So they just figure that's what they're supposed to do. That's why they're not like keeping everything to themselves. They just go, there's this cool heart necklace. Maybe it'll go with that weird heart-shaped bottle you have, Alora. I found this scroll. It is for lesser restoration, and as many times as you have fallen in the past 24 hours, I'm just going to slide that over to you.
Hey, Dr. Good to see you.
And then they just hug the staff. This is mine.
All of you
That-
gather up the remains of the priests and acolytes and the merchants and adventurers in the hallway. And if everyone could travel with me to the south, I think a spot by the Lotus Pond might be apt.
Now the tree can hug everyone.
Or at least, thrive off their nutrients.
Don't make it weird, John. You're making it weird.
It's the DM's job. Okay. So yeah, all of you make your way out as the mountain air whips across the sides of the stony, stark slopes of the Frost Hills, patches of stark white snow clinging to the shadowed spots behind boulders and in gullies, contrasting against the dark stone, rising up to the more solid snowfields of the higher elevations. A single dark speck against the slate-grey clouds as probably with the perspective in this distance, a massive eagle just pierces the air with its cry as it swoops down through and over the valley, hunting for less dangerous prey than adventurers. And you stand. Corbin, don't you have mold earth?
Yes.
Right? So yeah, Corbin, you avoid the laborious process of having to dig a grave, and yeah, you mold earth and create enough space beneath the boughs of this willow tree. This strange flourish of green, enabled by the power of the monastery, nestled up here high in the mountains. And as you slowly place the remains within and cover them up once more, Zakan, probably the holiest of the party, do you have any words?
Yeah, I think as this work is becoming underway, like since the moon is shining, but the clouds are kind of going by and stuff, Zakan goes over to the tree and placing both of their hands on it, they cause it to begin to light up with this sort of like silvery light that just bathes the entire area in this sort of comforting glow against the dark. And once the bodies are sort of laid in and covered, they turn looking towards them and kneel down, and they just say, "By the light of the goddess, may you all find peace."
As you do that, the silvery light in the boughs of the tree is reflected in the pool, and part of that reflection rises up off the surface of the water, and you see the spirit, the ghost of the monk before the demonic possession and the guiles of Gratzt tempted them away from their original path. And as they rise up off the water, looking far more serene and at peace than when you first saw them, their voice whispers across the scene. "Thank you." And again, other parts of the reflected surface start to rise, and you see the spirits of all of the monks and acolytes and several adventurous-looking types and merchant-looking types, all of the murdered of the demons here, the corruption of this temple, rise up, and one by one, with a thankful nod or raising of the hand, their spirits wisp up like mist caught in a sudden gust of wind, up into the sky, towards the silvery moon, into the embrace of Illustrai, on their final journey to where they should rest, where they should reside, passing through the ethereal plane and on to their various afterlives. Stepping daintily from behind the tree, a shadowy figure with silver hair floating around their head as if they are underwater. A representative, an avatar of Illustrai, like the ones you saw in the Underdark in that mushroom grove, Zakan, steps out, twirling, dancing in the moonlight. They stop in front of the four of you, and raising a hand, almost impossible to see against the darkness of the evening that settled in here, you see it touches Zakarn on the forehead, then Kalo, and if you'll allow it, Alora and Corbin, you too. Do you? Yep. And as they touch that, you can see, framed by the swirling silvery hair, the faintest suggestion of a face in the shadow of the head. And despite the kind of cold silvery moonlight and the hair floating around the form, there is a warmth in the eyes suggested there, and a smile. And as their shadowy fingers, delicate, reaching out, touch each of you on the head, you feel that same warmth reflected in yourselves, spreading from the touch, moving through your entire form. And all of you are given a blessing of protection. And I will ask you to just keep note of this for now, and I will add it to your character sheets later. But for your deeds here in the Frost Hills, and your returning of these lost souls to Illustrai, you, my friends, all have a permanent +1 to your AC and saving throws.
Bless you, John.
It's okay. I just get to throw more dangerous things at you now.
That was your ulterior motive.
That is also in the module, so you can thank the wonderful people at Colbo Press for that. Wish them well in their Gen Con endeavors. So yeah. This is one of the things in the Dungeon Master's guide which doesn't get used very much, I don't think. But there's all these amazing celestial boons, these gods gifts from
like
the
outside
gods.
of leveling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a cool way to
This
customize.
is one of the ones there.
I think
Okay.
Zakano had been kneeling, like as the figure goes to sort of move away. They say, "My lady, if I may, would you help us reconsecrate this place?"
The avatar of Illustrae spins, whirling between you up the slope towards the steps, and then the shadow disperses, mingling with the shadows of the monastery's compound above, the silvery hair wisping up into the illuminated clouds above, and those clouds part, and you see the full beam of Saloon, the moon above Toril here, unleashed from its cloud prison, bathing down on the valley and the mountainside here. The entirety of the monastery is lit almost as if it were day by this strong, unnaturally strong moonlight, and you hear the shifting of stone, the cracking of statues and desecrated friezes and designs, and the sifting together of broken glass and stone and woodwork. And Corbin, as you kind of stumble towards it, just witnessing this in front of you, you see that the monastery, dilapidated, overgrown, desecrated, destroyed as it was, sits now in the mountain valley, high up here in the mountains above your tribespeople below. Pristine and restored. Is it milking Sirenscape for everything as well?
Zakan is just behind Corbin, and they put a hand on their shoulder, and they say, "This is what power is for. This is why we fight."
Your real estate?
They give Corbin a pat on the head.
No, they catch it and they're like, I'm joking.
I know.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say in the aftermath of this?
Actually, yes. I think when there's a quiet moment, I think Kayla will go over to Corbin when they are free. Just kind of nudge as the group's getting together. Corbin, if you have a moment before we return, a word with you would be great.
Sure. What's up?
And just kind of look to
He's like, no,
now.
Come over here.
Oh, right. Okay. No, you're right. A little more. There. Perfect. So this place to me is now officially a holy place. For you, this was inherited by your order, but now the blessings of Illustrae have made this place sacred. I'm not sure if Zakan is aware of the importance of this, but while this monastery heals, while this place comes back to becoming whole again, it will need those to tend to its gardens, it will need those to watch its walls, it will need those to keep this place sacred. I have no idea what you intend with this place, but I'm beginning to see now why Alistair brought me up here. I've spent much of my time tending to her orphan children, those who find her in the darkness, much the same way Zakan has, and they will need a home. Her ultimate plan for them is to find them a home. I know I offer a big request for which I would be entirely in your debt.
You are in my debt for many things, Kayla. This would not be one of them.
No, that's fair. And that is...
Do you know what my monastery did, other than it being a front? Do you know what they actually did?
No.
The base teachings of my monastery are freedom, free will, and the ability to not be caged by anything. Helping other people find that level of freedom is what my monastery is about. That's why the raven is the animal that we choose. It was always a place for travelers. It was always a place for people to find a home, to be safe. The touch of your lady does nothing different than what it was already here for. But if you would like to give it a new breath of life in the name of your lady, as long as they don't do anything different than what we were already doing, I don't see a problem with it.
That is incredibly generous. Please. When we lead them up here, that's all I ask for.
Well, if they do a much better job than the half-demonic monastery people who were using my people's bodies as a... Mr. Potato Heads don't exist yet, but I read it in that weird book. I'm sure... I don't think anyone will have a problem.
Thank you. I think there's a sort of relieved sigh.
Like, yeah, there it is.
Please let Corbin invent
Corbin.
Mr. Potato Head in this.
There we go.
in this
Congratulations, but Mr.
world.
Potato Head is officially...
potatoes that you can.
Literally just
Pomegranates. Now, Mr. Potato Head.
little pomegranate seizes the eyes and just wrapping around.
With his zucchini nose and his pomegranate eyes.
So hot right now. It's gonna be the Candle Knight's toy of 1492 or whatever year it is.
We wrote it down. I wrote it down once.
That's when I started adventuring with you, Stephen. It must have gone on a couple of years by now. Surely.
Who knows what year it is?
But they put the hand on his shoulder and kind of. This way is a con that always does them when he's trying to be like, I'm the adult now. That's what Corbin's doing. They're like, it'll be okay. I'm proud of your industrialness. Yeah, that's what my mom would say.
I have no recollection of the word, but yes. If it is industriousness, sure.
Bonus. He didn't know what the word meant. They don't do that part out loud, but in their head they're like, yes.
It's like an older sibling just like, oh, I've got something on you now.
Okay. So, as the four of you shut up the monastery, the four of you shut up, finally do something. Guild Superior, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing, my friends?
It's a great way for you guys to come in.
As
soon as my players shut up.
That's not what I was saying.
You see how mean our GM is to us. Guild Superior.
Give us. You should give us like gems and inspiration because our GM is so.
Oh, yeah, because two's not enough. Okay.
He said if 10 people don't subscribe, he's gonna punish us.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
We're gonna go back down to 3.
Everyone, please, if you're not already, jump in that giveaway there. Get yourself today's CZRPG loot. And welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you had a fantastic session yourself. Good to see you, Minnesota Muse. Welcome. Hey, Vamp, how you doing, mate? Okay. Yeah, exclamation mark enter to jump in there. No, thank you. It's okay, Bump. It's a good reminder. Yeah, exclamation mark enter in chat if you want to jump in on that chance to win. Now, you close up the monastery against the elements, ready to be reclaimed by whoever comes up here. And you know that you'll be able to charge the Grey Wolf tribe with keeping an eye on it now that it's safe to approach, and make sure that it's not taken over by anything untoward before the monastery can reclaim it and Kalo's ideas can be put into motion. I also already know who's going to take over this monastery. just realized as you were speaking there.
If I come back here and there are people in my house,
Just lying on your bed with their shoes on.
They already called
shoes
dibs.
on.
Oh man.
Worse with their boots on.
Oh.
Their adventuring boots.
I'm having flashbacks. Stop.
You make the journey back down, leaving the snow line, down through the lush pine forests, that wonderful smell rising up to meet you as you step beneath onto the soft cushion of fallen needles. And emerging from the forest, you see across the cleared ground ahead of you, perched on the edge of the cliff, with the river tumbling past you to go cascading over the cliffs and into the valley below, the clustered buildings of Theoden's Grove, and the longhouse in the center, where you know your friends, and more importantly, the body of your dwarf friend Eldith lies in state there, preserved by the druid's magic. The head of the tribe, the shaman of the tribe, Branwen, awaiting your return. As you make your way across the ground, you're noticed by the sentries and hailed as they recognize who you are, and people kind of come and gather around you, wanting the news of what had come to pass up in the mountains. And you tell them as you continue moving, I assume? You're making straight for the longhouse?
Yeah, kind of like as a group, because we're like, look, we did the thing.
Well, let me bring you over.
And we were told it was like a limited time, so we're trying to get there as fast as possible, I would think.
Here you are. As you duck under the entranceway into the vast longhouse in the center of the village, with its long fire pit in the center, and the raised table for Theoden himself, and Branwen, when she's not presiding over more important matters. Everyone, do check out afternoon maps on patreon.com. This beautiful map that we have here.
Yeah, it's
Very
gorgeous.
nice, man.
And everyone, do not read too much into the fact that I just thought a map would be necessary. DM Dave, I did.
Whenever I see the
Point
grid, I
things
get
out.
nervous.
Great. I
Um,
just want to enjoy the art, and then you point things out. Can't have
And again, we've done
nothing.
several battles with no grid, so we're never safe, is the lesson.
You make your way into the chamber. It is not occupied at the moment. There's no feast or meal going on, and the others respectfully stay outside as you enter into the dark, smoky interior with the overlay of various herbs and poultices and things being used by Branwen, the head shaman here. And speaking of admiring art, look at this absolute queen. This archdruid art that they have here. Spoilers, she does not have a tiger.
Aw.
But
Not here, at
You
least.
say spoiler, which means lies.
I just don't want Corbin to steal it.
You right.
Yeah, she is.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's awesome. And as Branwyn stands atop the raised section on the far side of the area there, you can see Esmeralda, Elora, kneeling by the form of Eldith laid out on the bearskin rug there. And Prince Darendil, the Quaggoth, well, the elven prince transformed into a Quaggoth, comes walking over. Welcome back, everyone. Eldith. Well, she looks so small, lying so still, but she is stable, I am assured. He looks at you, Elora. Esmeralda has not left her side.
I think Alora immediately walks into the room, puts her hand on Esmeralda's shoulder, and just smiles at her.
She looks up and just her cheeks are kind of drawn, her eyes almost red just from the fatigue of just being here the whole time, and she kind of smiles weakly. You made it. Of course. Are you okay?
Yeah, you've been successful, and I know that Eldith will appreciate you having stayed by her side this whole time.
I don't know if it helped at all, but just do what I could. Branwyn stands at the top of the steps there and addresses you all. Were you successful? The monastery? What had befallen it?
Demons. What else?
It is...
Well, well, specifically, and then the story of what actually happened.
Yeah. It is as the portents and omens have suggested. There is a great tide rising. Which is impressive for her to know this far from the ocean. This vocabulary.
Right? I'm like, a tide?
She's a druid. You know, natural things. There is a great... There's a concept, what? A great evil force is simmering beneath the surface, spilling over from time to time. Although this one has been addressed by you fine people. And I, of course, will upkeep my side of things.
I will lend you whatever power I can.
Oh, I need all of you. Eldith's spirit, it's true, has not departed beyond, has not gone into the deep. She still languishes in the shallows. Fitful, unable to leave properly until her work is done. But it shall be no easy thing for her to return. If I am not very mistaken, Zakan, she is in need of you to do what you do best and guide. And if your friends are able to help, that will make it all the more likely that she will find her way back to us here. Will you all go and retrieve the spirits of your friend?
I don't know if I'll be helpful here.
What do you mean? It is her familiarity, her awareness of you that will help guide her back this way.
Maybe
Provides an anchor.
Laura. I didn't really know her. Maybe I could turn into one of you guys, and then there'll be two of them.
Corbin, you spent nearly a month with her.
You ask us to be a beacon in the darkness for her, then?
Indeed. There is a border realm between here and the deep. She has not yet crossed, but she may not return so easily. And with as many guiding lights as possible. She glowers at Corbin. She will be able to find her way.
We'll do whatever we can. Laura looks over at Corbin.
Stop.
Tactical
Yeah,
elbow, Laura.
Corbin
Tactical
now.
elbow.
Right? It's like, fine. Friendship. They're like, friendship. Yes. Okay. Fine.
Remember, Corbin, the hag's curse was removed from you.
This is
You can't be nice now.
There's a normal social inability.
this is normal.
Not
social
magical.
thing. I don't. Right? I don't.
Everyone's like, it's like, oh no, she has been cursed again. It's like, no, it's just me.
No, it's actually not normal.
Actually, just me. Not only in the
More than
month that I spent, I spent with her, I was under a curse where I didn't give a hell about nobody. I definitely didn't talk to her.
It's true.
Corbin, if you recall your time with the Myconids, when you woke up and suddenly found yourself connected to a different power, that area that you were in when you were gone, the area that you came back from, it's where Eldith is now. Of all of us, I think perhaps you are the most necessary here. You have been to where she is.
Okay. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try.
That is all any of us can do.
I believe there's a connection with anyone that you've stood in battle with. Risked your lives next to each other. I believe that all of us would be able to feel that from all of us.
It did also help me when I acid barfed at the bar that one time. Kayla wasn't with us.
Yeah, it's
The
like,
first time Corbin ever drank.
it's like,
They did
Corbin,
acid breath.
It's like, Corbin, Eldon held your hair and everything. Come on.
Yeah. That's who that
The
was.
sacred bond.
Right, the
Yeah, Corbin just
sacred
didn't
bond.
remember.
I do, Corbin. They assumed it was Alora.
That night was such a blur.
Laura was too busy with the dragon egg. So he's drunk himself.
The well-known Blingdenstone blur.
Oh yeah, that's what was happening. I am 100% for that.
Infamous phenomenon in the Underdark.
Shouldn't have never drank that shit.
Don't fuck with that gnome shit, man. Don't fuck with that gnome
Don't
shit.
fuck with the gnome shit.
Ooh, that reminds me.
Mhm.
When can I do this? Yeah, it's okay. I know when that can happen. Bronwyn steps forward and reaches up, and a spectral mage hand like magic extends and gathers herbs from the ceiling as tribesfolk gather in the doorways and windows to experience this resurrection ritual. Gathering like raiders from Party of Two RPG. Hey, how you doing, folks?
Yeah.
Some of our
Hi,
good
guys.
stream team buddies over there. I hope you had a fantastic session, guys.
Hmm.
Our adventurers here have defeated a demonic incursion into a temple up the mountainside, and in payment for doing so, the Grey Wolf tribe head druid and shaman Branwen is helping, and with their assistance, helping to bring back the spirit of a departed dwarven friend of theirs, one of the NPCs from the ethereal plane. You, before I jump back into the scene, should jump into our giveaway if you are not already. Don't miss out, folks. Great stuff from CZRPG up for offer today. Branwyn reaches up, and this spectral mage hand-like ability scoops various herbs and dried things from the lofty spaces above, and drying in the darkness there. She strips the dried leaves off the branch with her hand, casting them into the flames of that central fire pit. And as she does so, there is a of smoke, and sparks, the cloud of mist, like smoke illuminated from within by these dancing sparks. And as all of you feel that wash over you, your heads spin a little, and you feel a shift. Not physical, a metaphysical shift to the side as you slip through that boundary between the material and the ethereal. The surroundings don't change, but the color bleaches out as everything goes grey and misty. Like this. And likewise, several of your companions also, as Webster, Tarkusio, Prince Darendil, Branwyn herself, and Esmeralda disappear. You can still see them on the material plane, but indistinct through this haze, through this filter almost. Everything slightly shimmering, the edges slightly undefined. But you can still see Eldith's lying, prone form, clear as day, lying there in the same position. But that's all you can see. You can't see any spiritual representation of her anywhere nearby. But stepping from the ethereal mist, you do see 4 figures. Impossibly beautiful, perfectly defined musculature, glinting eyes, and sultry grins. But as they step forward, this connection to the ethereal plane grows stronger as the smoke takes its full effect, and you see these creatures for what they really are. Small, twisted, demonic forms, large mouths tearing them in half from head to waist, gnashing teeth, bulbous eyes glaring around, snarling and salivating for the spiritual forms that have appeared before them. And up, looming over Eldith's prone form, you see a hideous creature. Let me show you these first ones. These demonic creatures appear around you. More demons, hungry, wanting to consume everything that they can. And hovering over above Eldith's form, you see the abyssal monstrosity that is a soul eater. A strange creature of conjoined fleshy elements and ectoplasmic form, as it hungrily looms over Eldith's body, wanting to take her soul in punishment for what you did up in the mountains. You know, intrinsically, from that change from those beautiful forms down to these gibbering demons, these must have been sent by Gratzt as punishment, wanting to tear away your friend from you for good. And the foul abyssal entities confront you here in the ethereal plane. And let me bring them here. Boop.
Everyone's here.
Oh, I got the others too. Sorry, I forgot I put them on the thing. So yeah, the other NPCs and stuff are not there. Sorry. Doot. Doot.
That's alright. They can all be here and fight too. Please.
They are visible, but not here, shall we say. Okay, so these gibbering demons appear and starts to hungrily move towards you all. We won't finish today, but I think we can kick off a little bit of some combat here, perhaps get through the first round or so. So, the more demons and Soul Eater hungrily eye all of you and are also searching for Eldith's spirit here in the border ethereal. Everyone, roll me some initiative, please.
Hey.
Guess what, guys? You all get +3 to initiative. Because you're in my aura.
Nice.
Ooh, this demon's pretty fast. How about our big friend here? Also pretty fast. Wow, there's more demons have -1 dex and they got that. They got 16. Rolled high. Everyone in there? Yep, excellent. Okay. Corbin, what's your plus to dex?
Mine is.
I bet you're going to be there.
2. Oh, wait,
+2?
you said dex?
Yep.
Well, my dex is +5.
+5. Okay, there you are then. The Soul Eater is +6.
Jeez.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Ain't no one
So-
beating Laura though.
As if that was ever going to happen. Allura Illustrious. All of your equipment, everything here has that same slight blur to it, the softening of the edges, but it does seem to be intact and here with you in the ethereal plane.
Okay, yeah, I think Alora sees the Soul Eater, flailing towards Aldous' body, and I think she goes dashing forward. And there's this smaller creature here. Could I possibly dash forward with my momentum and then step on it to get, higher ground and jump off and attack the Soul Eater?
You can try, definitely, yes.
Okay. Do you want a dexterity? Or...
Make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna be a 13.
Okay, yep, that will give you advantage on the roll.
Okay. Awesome. So then I unsheath Dawnbringer. Oh, I got a natural 20. Okay.
There it is,
Okay,
folks.
29,
Nice.
Yeah.
So maximum plus another roll of the dice.
Alright. It's gonna be 13 radiant damage.
Excellent.
And because I had advantage, I can mark sneak attack.
Yes, indeed. Also max plus a roll. Hey, Agilitized, how do you, mate?
Alright, so sneak attack is gonna be 19. So
Nice. So massive 32 damage.
Oh.
As
Great.
Elora, describe this. Come on, let's describe this beautiful scene.
she just goes, plunging forward, jumping, and seeing having her eyes set on the Soul Eater, and just jumps off of it, and from above, with Dawnbringer, comes crashing down, hurling straight through the, middle of the bulbous part of this creature. And then as she comes, down, she is kind of kneeling, and then on her offhand, she takes her moonblade and tries to swipe upwards.
Okay, go for it.
Gonna be 18.
That hits.
It's gonna be 6 damage.
Nice. Okay, so the magical blades whistling, slicing through the ethereal plane, cause some damage to the creature. It It doesn't cry out. It doesn't scream or ululate or anything. It just all of those eyes all over it just focus in, burning into your soul, and you could just feel the utter chaos, the utter hatred, and the desire for everything just to burn and be consumed, just emanating from this creature. Okay.
The eldest, over eldest's body, Laura stands there, kind of.
You stand
like,
across.
holding
Nice. Yeah, love it.
Mm.
Okay. Zakan, why are you there? You have 14.
Yeah, sorry, I put it in wrong at the start. I think when you put me in the order, it was I rolled a 6, not a 9.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so Elora, the Soul Eater, focused on you, turns towards you. Let's have a look here. Okay, it reaches out towards you with its claw. And let's have a look here. Okay, the first one lashes towards you, does a right back at you, girl. There's a natural 20 hits.
Oh no!
Oh, by the way, sorry. By the way, in your journey back from the temple, it took a while. So everyone take a long rest. Sorry. First and foremost.
Oh, long rest.
A long rest.
Yeah.
Short.
Yeah, you travelled a couple of over a day to get back.
Oh, dang.
You camped on the way. Sorry.
Thank
You
you.
love to hear it.
I would like to use Uncanny Dodge for this.
Good idea. That is going to be. Let me just get my bag of dice here. Here we go. Empty that out there. Drop one. Come back. Okay, I need these two and these two. You take 22 slashing and 15 psychic. So that is
That's gonna
37 reduced to 18.
My goodness.
For the first attack. Its second claw also spins out towards you. And 14.
Does not hit.
Misses, right? Yeah, okay. Everyone, remember your +1 to AC, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, remember that's +1 what it says at the moment. Okay, that is the Soul Eater's turn. Corbin, you're up next. Muted. Can't hear you.
Buns, I think you're muted.
I am.
Okay,
I'm
there you
muted
go.
on everything. On my mic, on Zoom, on
So
everything.
muted.
Jeez. Okay. So, first and foremost, no. But, I am less speed than Alora, but I'm also a type of speed. I didn't bring you. None of my pets came on Spirit played with me, did they?
Nope.
Did my new staff? Did my new staff?
Yep, you have all your equipment. Yep.
Huzzah! So technically, I do have a pet, and their name is Shillelagh.
Okay, let's see here. Giants. What was it? Giant constrictor?
Yes. Looking at it. You can use an action to speak the staff's command word and throw the staff from the ground within 10 feet of you. It becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative count. By using the bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to normal form.
Where
When
is
your
it?
turn, you
There
can
it
mentally
is.
command it. Yeah. Ooh, I can mentally command the snake. Yes. Ooh, or guard a location. Yes, I would like to throw Shillelagh, but over towards where Eldith is and
Hello.
tell it to protect her.
He's huge.
That's a big boy.
And and Big Boy is gonna go help Alora and protect Eldith.
You know, like
Gonna-
curl around where Eldith is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh.
It is not large, it is huge. So it's
Oh.
15 feet square.
Like they thought it would be a little one. They're like, oh, and they just kind of throw it. They're just so shillelagh, and you,
So there.
you're like, that's not how you use a shillelagh, Corbin. And then it turns into the big snake, and they're like, shillelagh.
So yeah, you do that, and the staff just starts to coil and move, and then into the massive snake, just hissing angrily at these new approaching demons as it appears there. Okay, excellent. Now you have control of that.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
So we need to roll initiative for. I'll do that for you. 2 seconds. Whoop. 7. So that's good. It gets to go in this turn. Okay, that's there. Right. Okay. Shillelagh has joined the party for the first time. Welcome, Shillelagh.
Woo.
And that brings us to the more demons. As they angrily turn towards you, those openings in the top of their heads just gaping wide with all the vicious fangs inside. First and foremost, next to you, Elora, it goes for you with its bite attack. I hope it lives up to the music. Come on, more demon. Natural 1.
Yes.
They got distracted by the music. It's just dancing. It's like, yeah, chaos. I actually can't speak, but hey. Okay. Kalo. Actually, what is the movement on these little beasties? Okay. Can it get to Corbin? Yes. Okay. So this one's going to come charging towards you, Corbin. 1 for you, Kalo. And 1 for you, Zakan. 1 each. As these demons come charging in. So coming at all of you. More demon. Kalo does another natural 1. 2 in a row. Wow.
Oh.
But at least
Is
I
that a
can-
wild magic
At
surge?
least I can get rid of this bloody disadvantage crystal. Get out of here. Okay, but thank you for donations, everyone. Okay. That is a miss, of course. Zakan. Chomp. 10. And Corbin. 6. These are useless.
They're just nibbling at our feet.
Just like, get out of here. What are you even doing here? Okay. Excellent. Love it. Okay. Then, Zakan, your turn.
So
Thank you, Fun Sim.
since we're not necessarily like in the physical plane, I think Zakan, as they are in their
Hey, Bart.
dreams, is unmasked and unbandaged,
Ooh, wow. Natural form.
free from the shackles of their sort of earthly thing, and they turn towards Kalo, and they can see the deeply wrinkled but kind face and the golden eyes, and they give Kalo just a little smile and say, "Protect the others. I'll keep us here as long as I can." And the golden light of their eyes begins to surface their entire body, and they start to become just light and flame as we activate radiant consumption.
Okay. Noted. Anything else?
I'm going to move to here, so I think they stride into the middle of this fire pit.
You feel your legs just go straight through it.
Yeah. And that fire sort of comes around them, but it's the divine fire in the middle of the pit.
Yes.
And they pull out their glaive and begin to do that slow building twirl as they get ready to attack.
Fantastic. Love it. Okay, Kalo.
Yes.
With a giant constrictor snake on deck.
Yes. So this is the first time Kalo has seen Zakan in this form. Just nods in complete superstitious awe. Right. Please put some clothes on. Draws Lady Silverhair, and we're going to take the first 2 swings at this fine gentleman here.
Go for it.
First one is 23.
That will hit.
Yes.
Surprise.
Damage. I'm sure this is going to count. So
Kalo,
understanding that.
you're from the Underdark. It's pronounced damage.
Damage. I apologize. I should be using this undercommon.
How much
well.
damage was that?
The damage. Well, I'm going to put a first level smite onto it, understanding that this is just a regular weapon.
Okay.
Okay, so that is going to be 6 normal slashing, and the divine smite damage is going to be 10.
Okay, 6 and 10.
Yep.
Okay, it seems to take the whole whack.
Very nice. That being said, second attack, it can take the whole whack again.
Initial thinking.
That is a 16.
That hits.
All right. Let's put another first level smite on it.
Can't take him with you.
Every time you do it, I just want to go do 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 do.
So that's going to be 10 slashing and
Slash.
11 divine. Total of 21. So that's 16, 21, 37.
Tell me what happens.
Just quick 2 cross slash on the thing and gash it. Just 2 quick slashes with the
Okay.
divine essence of the sword.
Yeah, just moonlight just spills from its interior as that opening more, and its top just keeps peeling wider and wider, and it falls and starts to boil and burn as it disappears off to the abyss. Okay. And the giant constrictor snake, Buns? What does Shillelagh do?
Shillelagh, do I just use the regular constrictor? Like, does it give me the stats for that?
Yeah, if you select the token and then hold shift and double click, it will open the stat block for you.
Shift, double click.
Oh, dang, John, I forgot him. At the end of my turn, the 2 that I'm close to should have taken 4 radiant damage.
Okay, well that one's dead.
No, that one is dead.
No save.
No save. It's
Okay.
just automatic. Everyone, including me.
Oh, it will not bring up it says it has bite.
Yeah, bite
Oh,
and
yes,
constrict, the 2 options.
Yeah.
And then if you click where it's under the actions tab there, where it says the 2 things, if you click the name, that will roll in chat.
Okay. Then for this, is there a swallow? Can it eat
Nope.
them?
No.
I
Sorry.
would like for it to
Just-
eat the little one.
It is a constrictor snake.
Okay.
It can constrict, which will grapple them.
Is it rolling it? I clicked it.
Don't see it coming up now. Does not come up in chat.
I'm under actions. It only lets me buy an info. It's not giving me.
Who's
that
doing that?
back.
Lee raiding in. Hey Lee, how you doing? Welcome. Jump into the giveaway. No.
+6 to hit.
Can should I roll it for you? You're doing the bite or the constrict?
I'm doing bite and I rolled a 15 +6.
Okay, so yeah, that hits. So it's 2d6 plus 4.
Yep. That is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage.
Nice. Chomp. Shillelagh's first bite. Okay,
Right.
done. Nice. Okay, so yeah, the head just darts out and just bites at this thing. Not the only hungry beastie in the room.
It's not.
Okay. Yeah, that's over here. Nice. Elora Illustrious, back to you, my friend.
Yeah, from my position there, I kind of hold my stance and use Dawnbringer again.
Against the Soul Eater.
Yes, that's a 16.
Okie doke. That just hits. Yeah, Lee, they got a staff of the Python.
Gonna be 8 radiant damage.
Nice.
And on my offhand with my scimitar, my moonblade, I should say, that's gonna be a 22.
That'll hit.
And that's 6 damage.
Say again, sorry?
6.
6. Okay, nice. So yep, your blades flash out again, cutting into the creature's form as you dance around it there with this slightly perturbing, huge snake next to you. Thank you. Sneaky snake, indeed. Okay, which brings us to the Soul Eater, and it's still, eyes burning into you, Alora. Goes for you with its claws again. 26.
With that, apologies, we're going to use silvery barbs.
Okay, I'll take the 24 then.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. I'll
26
use
and
Uncanny
24.
Dodge for this. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. You got your reaction back. And who do you want that advantage to go to, Zakan? Because that still matters.
I think I'll give it to Kalo, having cut down the enemy that he was facing, and they say,
Okay.
"Help Alora."
Kalo, you have advantage on your next strike. Uncanny Dodge. Okay, so that is 16 reduced to 8, Elora. So you take 8 damage, and its second claw strikes out. Yeah. 19.
That hits. Oh.
Hey. And that's going to be 19 damage. These claws, as they scythe forward, they're almost twisting and shifting in shape as they move through the air. And as they glide with you, they're kind of like, it's like they're like dipping a net into water. It's like fishing through you, and you feel this slashing damage on your ethereal form, but it's not like you're a physical being. And the claw just like goes through you and tears away some of that ethereal energy, and you feel the shock of that causing this psychic damage as you see this monstrous abyssal form just tearing through your very being. And that brings us to Corbin. Oh no! But before we get to Corbin's turn, there, these two main front claws. Let me bring up that picture again of the Soul Eater, just so everyone can see here. The two main claws at the front there are the ones that are attacking you. Now, whilst it's doing that, the back four legs are it's resting on those back four legs, whilst that writhing mass of ectoplasmic energy just boils around on top of it, with the eyes surfacing and glaring from time to time. And as it does so, the front two lower limbs, like insectile kind of limbs, are like almost weaving like a spider does with a web, and you can see ethereal energy being drawn from Elora as it's doing that. And sorry, from Eldeth. Sorry, sorry, excuse me. And it seems to be in the process of consuming Eldeth's spirit. And ooh, Lee, that reminds me. I wonder why people weren't doing very much. Sorry, folks. I had also turned off Dream Pies, hadn't I? It's like everyone's not getting any advantages or disadvantages. Not that you need them.
I don't know, man. We kind of need them.
You've got 2.
More.
No! I had 4 once.
Those days are gone. You cannot not get that blinged out anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to leave them turned off because people are going to give them, even though you're not allowed more than 1. So I'll leave them off for the moment because you do not need it. If anyone goes to 0, I will turn them on. I suppose it stops them giving me disadvantages as well, which I suppose I shouldn't really do. Okay, I'm turning them on, but you can't give advantages, everyone. They have their full mount. I will refund if anyone does that.
The disadvantages on the DM go wild.
Yo, yeah.
All the players.
Don't let us stop you.
Full ability here. Where we at? Rewards. Viewer rewards. Channel points. Oi, computer, move. There you go. Da-da-da. 2 seconds, everyone. Manage rewards. Here we go. Inflict disadvantage on I guess I should just turn that on. There you go. Everyone, can someone try that for me? Click on their dream pies, see if you can inflict disadvantage now. You should be able to. Don't try it. Just see if it's there.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Everybody
shoot.
clicks it at once. Everybody just
Okay, Corbin, this creature, as it eats Eldith's spirit and threatens your friend's life. Thank you, Lee. What you doing, monkey? That's rude. that's not how I should use that. There we go.
Okay,
Thank you, Josh.
No, we're good. We're cool.
Josh the pirate with a disadvantage for Corbin. Thanks, you mate.
Thanks.
Oh no.
Just put it right there in front of your face. There you go.
That don't count. It doesn't count.
Cheers, Josh.
Cool. Thanks, Josh.
Looking forward to playing with you again soon.
All right. Oh, I know what it's gonna do. They are going. Is this a bonus action or is this a full action? This is last for 1 round. It is. Ooh, a reaction. Which works. Okay, cool. I'm going to. That's such. Look at that opportunity attack. All up in my face. I would like for the constrictor actually to send the constrictor out first to go wrap around it, like actually constrict it in a way.
I mean, it can do that on its turn. It can't do it now. You can
Oh,
command
it's on
it.
its own initiative.
Yeah, it
turn.
has its own initiative. You can command it to do that, but it will do it later.
It will do it later.
Oh, there it is, everyone. There's the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms Electrum chest code, which is good until tomorrow.
Yay!
Nice.
Corbin said she wanted 4 crystals. It's true. It's true.
You stop that.
You now have 3.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Or just take away one of the advantage crystals. Well, Lee, the crystals don't work exactly the same. So, like, disadvantage crystal, it forces disadvantage on the next roll. The advantage ones they can choose to re-roll if they want to. So slightly different mechanics. But yeah. So yeah, Corbin.
I'm going to go running. Is there a way for me to go this way? And like.
Okay, clamber
jump
onto
over-
the snake. Yep.
Yes, clamber onto the stick so that I can kind of. It's
There you go.
gonna sound like I'm not doing it.
Hang on. I said back. Why, Corbin, come back. Where did you go?
It ate me. I'm under the snake. I am.
No, you're under
I
Eldith.
repeat,
That's the problem.
I'm under the snake.
There you go.
Hi, me.
I see you. I see you. There we go. What's that? Why does Eldith go there? Eldith's there. Okay. Body just starts animating.
Okay, so it is currently trying to
Thank you,
devour
Phantom.
Eldith's soul, and I am not about it.
Okay, so I need to do that attack of opportunity. Chomp! 16?
Ah, oh, but that means I can use my reaction.
Beats it. Okay, so you take... Oof. They're not very good at hitting, but when they do, 16 piercing damage.
Wait,
Okay.
didn't you put +1 to your AC though, Corbin?
Yeah, did you add
Because
plus
of-
1?
Thanks.
No. Customizable.
Hang on. There we go.
So it's up to 16. Yeah, but it's the meets it beats it.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So the plus 1 puts you at 16.
15? Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, the plus 1 will make it. Make it that.
That's fine. You said how much? 16 piercing damage.
So your AC's 15, right?
Well, yeah, I just added the +1, so now
the
it's
plus
16.
1. Well, no, because your dex is only plus 2. What's?
So did it do it up so it was only supposed to be 15?
I'm confused. What does your unarmored defense do?
So what is my?
Hang on. Unarmored defense, 10 plus your dex plus your whiz. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, because you have your wisdom in your armor class, which is amazing.
Oh, so
As
10,
druid
so
thing,
10
right?
So
plus
it's
my
10 plus your dex plus your whiz,
15
so it's plus.
plus
so
my
it's,
whiz is
so it's,
16.
Yeah,
Monk
so
and
it's,
druid.
So
Which means
it's
it is 16. So the +1 that I got made it 17.
no, with the +1, it's because you have your studded leather armor, which is 12 plus your dex. Oh, so if you're wearing the studded armor, then you can't
I'm not wearing the armor.
There you are.
I don't think I'm wearing the armor.
Yeah, it's there.
Equipped? I'm just pulling up my stuff so I can see.
Yep.
All right.
There we go. I mean,
All right, so what do I
it's
set
like
it at?
you can take off the armor and it's the same armor class. It's either like leather plus your dex or just your natural skills, which make it 15 anyway.
Yeah, it makes it 15 anyway.
Apparently. Actually, no, that would make it 13.
The dex is +5 plus my whiz, which is +1 is 6.
Your dex is
So
plus
that
2.
would be. Am I not reading? Oh, I'm reading the big my saving throw.
Yeah, saving throws are different because it's got your proficiency bonus in there as well.
I was oh boy, no, I was looking at my saving throw. Like, don't do this to me.
I wish.
12.
I know the feeling. I'm going to be a player again soon. I know that feeling. So, yeah,
13.
it depends. It's actually better for you to wear the armor because it gives you
Okay.
+2, whereas the wisdom only gives you +1.
Okay.
So do you want to use that?
I mean, I still wouldn't beat it.
No.
Right?
I'm just saying. Yeah, just saying. You wouldn't beat it, but like for general purposes, you're having the armor on is better
Okay.
for you. Yeah, it gives you 14. So your AC is 15 at the moment with the +1.
Okay.
But yes, sorry, all of that's a moot point. Just trying to figure out what was happening there. Yeah, you didn't get a +1 from something else, did you? No,
I thought everybody got a +1 because
just
you're
that.
in
Yeah,
aura.
the new one from the god bonus, the god
Okay.
bonus. Okay, done. And you, yes, you take 16 piercing.
16 piercing damage. Thank you.
And what was the reaction you wanted to say?
Spiny shield.
Cool.
It will go around me and Eldith, and it's ethereal, so it should do something.
Yeah, that's true. Poses between you. So yeah, roll 2d4.
16 damage given, yes. And then spells. So you got spiny shield. Yeah, Humblewood spiny shield.
Mhm.
An ethereal barrier of spikes made from a magical force interposes itself between you and an attacker. So like it comes up.
Yep.
Over
So-
until my next turn.
So 2d4.
Uh,
2d4. You
yep.
can reduce the damage by that.
Okay. Oh, triangles are the worst thing in the world to pick up.
yeah, they are.
Yes. Okay, so that's a 3 and a 2. 5.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you can reduce the damage by 5. So you only take 11 piercing, and the demon takes that piercing instead.
Yay.
So 5 damage to that. So Kalo, you see Corbin just like dart away, and as this demon just goes out to chomp at her, this with ethereal energy, just like a cape of spines behind her, just like behind them, just flares up, and you see the demon like chomping down on these spikes and injuring itself. Okay, done. So yeah, Corbin, then you rush over, and you're next
Ooh,
to.
it says it gives me +2 to my AC while I have it for the duration.
That's against ranged attacks.
What does the AC treaters have cover against them for the duration? So if I do get targeted by a range, then it's +2.
Hang on, let's double check this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say anything about +2 to AC above that, but then it says in the ranged attack, it says it still provides +2 to AC.
Yeah. See.
That's confusing.
So this is only for because it says it's only for melee. I'm thinking if I get hit by something ranged, it'll still go through the shield because it's just for melee. I can treat it as half cover, but they don't get any of the disadvantages of it being a full shield.
Right.
So for while I have it, which is just for the one round,
Yeah.
I have 2. I'm 17 for the rest of this round, and then it goes away.
Just for this round.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Whenever I go to do it.
So this is in reaction to being hit, right?
Yep.
So the first one does hit you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But then your AC goes up after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you take
In
11.
reaction when you are hit by a melee attack. It does
Yeah.
the same thing about lessening anything.
Yeah. So
Just-
you take
I
11
get hit,
damage.
and then it's a shield. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Cool. And then you dash down to next to Eldith there.
Mhm.
Good job. Okay. Noted. Anything else?
No, I believe that's not like a bonus. That is in itself. It's a reaction, so technically, don't I have my actual turn and everything?
You have an action, yeah.
Yep. All right. So then
Bonus action.
for my action, so that kind of pops up, and then I still have my sword, my short sword of life stealing. That is +5 to hit. Ooh, heck yeah! 16 + 5.
That'll do it.
And then D6 + 2. Yes, that's a 6, 7, 8.
8 against the Maw Demon.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you lash out with your evil sword. Let's be honest.
It is not evil.
Life stealing. Hey, Crimson.
It's not evil.
Life
And
providing.
Yeah, life provided.
that demon is bloodied by the
Ooh.
evil
Yay.
blade of Corbin,
Stop it.
the assassin.
Yes, I
Okay, noted. Any bonus action?
With this,
Flurry of blows.
oh, I also gained 10 temporary hit points.
Only if you get
technically
natural
I'm at-
20.
Oh, okay. So close. I rolled a 16. So close.
Yeah, if you get natural 20, it does extra necrotic damage, and you get 10 HP.
Does that
Zero.
count as a hit? Can that count as a hit for my? That's always unarmed strike. I'm not even going to get into it. Never mind. I'm not even going to get into it. Just never mind.
Come on, monk.
No, I'm going to just kind of batten down those tiny hatches.
Okay, as you're sliding along the coils of your snake.
Right? We're like, so it's coiled around Eldith, and then I'm like coiled onto the snake, kind of
Yeah.
like holding it back. I'm like, please don't, thank you.
Or
Can
does
you
this-
wake up, please?
it does
Can
this-
you wake up, please?
It does this cool thing where the coil of the snake just like boom, like ejects you up, and you like leap through the air and then come down on the demon with the sword.
Right? Just like, and I'm telling you, just turns back to Eldith. Can you get up? Come on.
Okay. The Maw Demon is going to go for Elora, who is not covered in ethereal spikes.
I am sorry. It does not have an area of effects.
It's okay. It's only a 6, Elora, so you're safe. These two will go for their respective Elestray worshippers. So Kalo against you, 16. Well, not. What even is your AC at the moment with the +1? For fuck's sake.
22.
Yeah.
Yo.
Little
Can
bit.
it? Oh yeah, it can hit you. It can hit you. It's just gonna take some work. And Zakan, 21.
Yeah, that'll do it.
10 piercing.
Yeah. Gotta do it.
Okay, so it chomps into your leg, your ethereal leg. And it's your turn, Zakan.
I think Zakan like barely even registers that
Yeah.
their form like is becoming more and more sort of ethereal and just flame and light, and they begin to like stride forward towards this demon that's siphoning life off of Eldith, and they just reach out their hand, and we are casting Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay, the ranged
Yes,
attack.
sir.
So that'll be every hostile creature within 30 feet, which is at this point all of them,
Okay.
must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That giant constrictor snake's pretty hostile too. It's Constitution saving throw.
Constitution,
Okay. And or what?
or it's half damage.
Okay, so roll the damage for me.
Yeah. So that's 15 radiant.
Okay, so it'll be 7 on a success. What's the DC?
The DC is 14.
Okay, so the one next to Kalo passes. Next to you passes. So they take 7. Oop. And 7. Over here. And then the one next to Eldith. Fails. That's the full. What did you say? 15?
15, yeah.
Oof. It is on its last legs. But still clinging on to chaotic life. And then the massive soul eater. Con, you say? How's your con, sir? Not bad. 22.
22.
So it takes 7. Okay, so yeah, the radiant light just explodes from your form, slightly illuminating the dull, kind of washed out ethereal plane here, and the creatures wail and holler in that. Okay, except the Soul Eater, which just impassively stares. Okay, anything else?
Additionally, the Soul Eater takes an extra 7 in radiant damage,
The one
which
next
is
to you?
just part of radiant consumption. No, the big guy. Big boy.
How's that work?
Can choose one target, an attack or spell that deals 7 in extra radiant damage
Okay.
as the radiant consumption is on.
And it gets the one next to you as well?
So that's separate,
Fucking
which
hell.
is at the end of the turn, everything within 10 feet takes 4 on top of that.
Jesus Christ.
So 7 to him, and then 4 to these two, and Kalo as well. Kalo's a little too close to the light at the moment.
And, yeah, Kayla, you too, mate. It burns, it
Yes,
burns.
It burns so good.
So and then as a bonus action, I think that light, which is still lingering in the air, it kind of wraps around Alora a little bit, and I'm going to use a, what's it called? Healing word.
Kayla, you're on deck. Okay.
So
how many-
Alora will heal 4. $12 points of healing.
Okay, so Laura, 12 healing on you as the light washes over you and into the abyssal creature in front of you. And Kayla, it is your turn with a snake on deck.
Yes, sir. So, I am still within attack of opportunity of this fine gentleman, knowing that I'm going to do a quick L right over here to our dear friend Alora, kind of running in as everyone's just like, we gotta go get Eldith, and
You don't provoke there.
oh, perfect, awesome.
Yeah, because you just
In that
span
case.
around it. You never left its area.
Fantastic. That's what I figured. Yeah. And then just kind of running in, seeing Alora. Hey, you look a little beat. Can I give you a bit of a jump?
Got something, I'll take it.
All donations are gratefully accepted.
Wonderful.
Bleeding, like.
Then let's graciously cast. Let's not cast. Let's graciously use Lay on Hands and give Alora 30 health back.
All I ask for is the occasional death save. God.
Love that paladin.
Last time.
God. Why do we have a cleric?
Remember,
and a
John?
paladin?
I was.
Ugh. Ugh.
I'm the support guy. You know what I can do. And then as a bonus action, compel duel this guy right here,
That's it.
and that's it.
Okay. And to finish us off for today, and we shall jump back into this next time, Corbin.
Okay. Did my snake go?
It's the snake. As in, sorry, yes. Please, please do the
Oh.
snake. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're fine. They didn't go, and it's their turn.
Yeah.
I
So as you
decide-
slash into this demon with your blade, from curling behind you comes this massive snake's head.
Yep.
Gotta let the paladin.
Yes!
Cheers, Josh.
All right, so
You know what I mean, Josh,
18.
you know. 18 hits.
18.
Is it you biting?
No, constricting.
Constricting the Maw Demon, right?
That's the little one or the
Yeah,
big one?
the little one.
Yes.
Yes. Or Kayla, your choice.
I don't think Kayla needs a hug that bad.
Nobody does.
13.
Don't worry, Chav, you're in there, mate.
2d8 plus 4. Ooh.
Yep, 2d8 plus 4 and a grapple, although it might not be any.
Okay. This one fell off the desk, but the other one was a 7. So 7 plus 3. 10.
Okay, it had 1 HP left. So
Oh,
the snake coils around Corbin's side, darts forward, spins around the demonic form. It tries to bite its way clear, but the massive, muscly coils of the summoned snake squeeze tighter and tighter, and it explodes.
Right, it just sort of like
disappears.
convulses and then lands down, and then Corbin's there like on top of its head, just pointed at the bigger one, and it's like, someone please get Eldith.
There we go. Okay, and that is the end of the round, the bottom of the round. So we shall
the
leave.
like shield goes away. It like
things-
shimmers off of Eldith's body.
We shall leave things there for this week, and unfortunately for next week as well. I'm afraid we are unable to play next week as I am unavailable. But
So tell me happy birthday now.
hey, happy birthday! Otanjiri omedetou gozaimasu, as the Draconic like to say.
Happy birthday.
Our
Fantastic.
birthday's next week.
Awesome. Have yourself a fantastic time. Enjoy a time off from the hideous trials and tribulations of this game.
I will not. I have to work. I will not. I have to work.
Different hideous trials and tribulations. No.
Of my own doing, because I'm the GM.
All right. Okay. Do all GMs live for a TPK? No. No, we do not live for TPKs, and there's always ways to fail forward, but we do enjoy the drama and the tense situations
There it is.
as it comes right
There it
down
is.
to the line.
That's what it is. That's
All
the good
right.
stuff right there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, my friends, thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone who's joined us today. Massive chunks of people in today. Thank you so much. Which is kind of abyssal, big chunks of people just floating around watching us play. And thank you, everybody. Absolute pleasure to have you here with us. And thank you for all of those raids and the follows. Thank you so much. The gifted subs from Troll Lord. Thank you. Wonderful to have you all with us. And do stick around as all of our campaigns are back into full force as we are back in Ravenloft for Barovia and beyond later or tomorrow morning, if that's your part of the world. Then we don't have Jacinta's Tyranny, but we do have Spelljammer Academy. The sophomores, Class 2, are diving into that Spelljammer campaign. It's a great one. I do love this second mission, and I'm looking forward to the other classes later on as well. And then we will be into Saturday, where we have Candlekeep Mysteries as our adventurers explore this mysterious onsen hot spring resort with strange evil goings on just simmering under the surface. Do come and find out what is going on there. Hey, Phantom gives you a happy birthday, Corbin. Thank you, Phantom. And we are going to look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, players. And we will leap back into this. Can they save Eldith's spirit from these abyssal monsters? Okay. Cheers, everybody. Let us see who today's lucky winner is. Last chance to dive in to the giveaway. ! Enter as we do that. And I will give you a little spiel here. Actually, let me drop something on the overlay. In 2.5 weeks, on August 21st or 22nd, depending where you are in the world, we will be starting our new mini-campaign. Mike will be joining us again. Thank you, Mike. As well as the fabulous Jess from the Uncaged Anthologies, Momo from The Minstrel's Tale, the Maharishi himself coming back to join us again, and our good friend GM Josh, who you will recognize from Frost Maiden, and the other wonderful Deadlands and things that we have here, with our good friend Corsair's Cove over there joined us for that one. Please do not miss the beginning of this, our first evil campaign, the repercussions of which are already beginning to be felt throughout the Wakiverse. And that brings us to the last scene of today, as you have your last chance to jump into the giveaway. Not Corbin, Buns. What's Sprite doing right now?
Well, they were among the shadows, so I think after a long time of being with Airfor, like in the forest, they eventually did have to like leave the forest to kind of go see things and kind of have their own adventures. I think they probably would have ended up becoming a bard, for being honest.
Okay.
Their times hanging out after all that happened there with they would have realized they don't like to be so hidden away so much.
Somewhere in the Greyhawk universe, there's a tavern, and Sprite is entertaining the folk there, the locals, the travelers, as the sound of the happy tap room washes around them with their music. Corbin. Buns. Sorry.
So many names.
Can you describe for me briefly, how does it feel as Sprite loses all memory, recollection, evidence and knowledge that they ever existed of their adopted brother, Arafor Tan?
Why? This is a very sensitive mic and it is very close to my face. Why? Very briefly, and to be dramatic, whatever performance they are giving on stops midway, and they would just probably fall to their knees crying before getting up and wiping their face, not knowing why they did that, apologizing to the crowd and continuing their performance.
Okay. Dear viewers, those of you joining us today, not particularly familiar with the Wakiverse, as some of our more regular viewers might be, Arafor Tan was my first ever online character, which I played with Buns in a Greyhawk game, DM'd by the fabulous, yeah. They were half brothers from different mothers. Very much so. A forest gnome and what was Sprite again? Sorry, I forgot the race.
I was a midnight tiefling. They were female, but we called each other Sprite. We were a forest legend. We were basically pranksters, and so they called us Sprites.
We were.
So we called each other Sprite.
And those of you who saw that episode of Rhymer the Frost Maiden, or perhaps that episode of the High Seas, the Frost Maiden crew witnessed Arafor wink out of existence. In the High Seas, Arafor's granddaughter, the character Beatrix's cousin, had a dizzying moment and dropped the tray of drinks that she was carrying, as she also lost all knowledge, as did every player, every hero who has ever been sent on a heroic quest, the one-shot roulette, all of them. None of these people have any awareness of the forest gnome that was Arafor Tan.
I can't play your games anymore.
Just what that's all about remains to be seen.
I can't play any game no more, homie. I'm done. This friendship's been nice and all, but if you go and get rid of air, I don't know if I could do this.
Okay, my friends, that is a good place to draw our winner.
Oh, yeah.
So, let me quick refresh here, make sure everyone's in there. Today's winner of the CZRPG goodies, the loot for today, is going to... Teens Dungeon! raiding in. We are just wrapping up. Let me reward your raid here, my dear friends. Thank you so much for joining us. We are just about to raid on, so stick around with us. Let's get a raid train going here. But before we do, please jump into the giveaway. ! Enter in chat right now for your chance. Goblin Raiders. ! Enter to win CZRPG goodies. Thanks for the follow. Big milk. By the way, everyone who's followed today, I'll be sending you a followers Discord invite in your whispers. Please keep your eyes open for that. Jump in! ! Enter. Chance to win the fantastic work of CZRPG. Encounters for one-shots. Also drop into your campaigns. Hey, good luck, Gelatized. Last chance. Going. Come on, Raiders. You got this. Allowing for delay. Enjoy trying to make head nor tail of that map. It's like, what's going on here? Various scary creatures and a giant snake. Huge snake, notice. No worries, Gelatized. Okay. Yep, this is it. Phantom says, last call. Entries for today's giveaway are going. Gone. Okay, good luck, everyone. Today's copy of CZRPG is going to Turbo KKV, the namer of the giant mutant six-eyed space pig, Spork. Let's double check they are still in the chat. Still here, my friend? Yes, still logged in. Thank you so much, Turbo. Congratulations. I'll be sending you the link for that very, very soon. Okay, massive thank you, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful time like we have, and we look forward to seeing you all. No Thursdays next week, so we're missing Out of the Abyss and Barovia and Beyond, so do not miss today's or tomorrow's, depending where you are. And we look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Thank you so much. Let's stick around and get that raid train going. Who's online? Any of our stream team active at the moment? Who's on? None of our stream team are on at the moment, so let's head on over to our good friends at Ink and Lyre. They are doing episode 1 of something new. I know they finished Witchlight, Wild Beyond the Witchlight recently, so this might be their new campaign. Let's go and head over there and see what they are all about, what's going on with them. You know what to do, folks. Stick around for that raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi.